everybody. Happy Saturday and welcome to Weekend Eats. I see all my friends are here. Hello, Miss Lois, Cosmic King, Perfectly Neat. Who else I got going on over here? I can't really see all that. You know, guys, I have
Janice
been.
Is here.
Hi, Janice. Hi. I have been so sick since the last time I saw you guys. Literally, I mean, bedridden sick. I'm surprised I'm here now, but I'm feeling a little bit better. And you know, I can't miss this stuff. You know how it is. I could not breathe. Literally, no air coming through the nostrils, mouth breathing. Oh, it was a hot mess. That is not fun. But yeah, you know, we go through what we go through. But I'm here now. How was everybody's week? I hope you had a good one. I really do. I decided, and I did tell you guys last week that, well, at least until Valentine's Day, we are going to be capitalizing on all things Valentine with the meals and the different things like that and the tips and things. You know how I am about all of this money that people have to spend for every single holiday. Well, you know, life is tough these days. It really is. And I know people tend to extend themselves when they really can't. You know, they feel obligated to. So I'm going to be the champion of the budget. I'm going to be the champion of getting what you want for cheap. I'm going to be the captain of get that hack done. And you still have the things you want because, hey, you don't have to spend a whole lot of money just because it's a holiday. You can do other things, which brings me to our topics for today. I came up with a beautiful hack that looks very expensive, tastes decadent and delicious, so romantic for the one you love on Valentine's Day, and it's easy. It is an easy, decadent, dark chocolate. I call it a passion cake. And you'll see why once it's done. So that's what we're going to be whipping up today. Then, you know, hey, my coffee. Coffee's love language. Coffee has a love language. Can you believe that? Coffee has a personality. It has a love language. This is so exciting. Reading this stuff is like really tripping me out. Okay, and as I promised you guys, romance on a dime. Budget-friendly Valentine's Day ideas, and they are very, very good. And if you really, truly are in love with someone, or you're in like with someone, or you have a partner or somebody that you really want to be with, it should be deeper than what's in the pocket or what you can get. These ideas are really cool. I love them. Do some of them myself, you know, and hey, just some ideas. And then, of course, you know, my banana, I was going to say the bunch, but my bananas, my family, and, you know, these cooking story times. And I have a really good one for you that's kind of in tune with Valentine's Day. So, in any case, I'm going to drink my little cup of coffee. I'm not going to drink the whole cup. I'm going to take a sip. Everybody, take a sip, take a sip, take a sip of whatever. I am so glad to have a cup of coffee because I've been drinking tea this week. A lot of tea. I hope my coffee's not offended, but you know what? Honey, the tea needed to be. It sure did. So let me get a little sip. Oh, that's hot.
Oh, got a message from Lois. She said, "Good morning, Casey family, friends, and chat. Stop by to say hit the like button, comment, and share, and support Casey's channel. She'll rewatch later, and she's off to the cardiologist."
Okay. I will see you later.
Oh, she also said, "P.S. Casey, get some rest. This flu and virus going around are rough, but before you rest, UPS me a delicious lunch."
You know what? Okay, and I'm going to tell you guys up front, you know I've been doing that diet thing, right? Well, not diet, just trying to eat healthier. Okay, but listen, okay, this cake is worth the little cheat, okay? Just a little itty bitty piece, not a lot, just for Valentine's Day. It's a romance thing. Okay, so yes, I will send you the recipe, Lois, because you can make this. This is easy. This is so easy, I swear. Stop hiding. Good morning, Jennifer. How are you? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to talk a little bit about this coffee love language, and then we're going to get over here and see these ingredients. I'm telling you, you can do this. You will be amazed, and the results are like, it's put this way, you would think that you spent a lot of money. Your partner, whoever you're going to spend your Valentine's Day with, whether it's a Valentine's party or whatever, people will be impressed. Trust me. Anyhow, I'm going to put my other glasses on because you know what? I can't see with these. Not to read anyway. So I'm going to put my other glasses on, guys. And I'm going to read this good stuff. Yes, I am. I don't know, for some reason, my vision is very, I can't see anyway. But today, and it may be because part of my illness was a sinus infection. And so I was so stuffy until the instead of your nose running, my eyes were running. Water, fluid, tearing to the point of the sockets of my eyes just hurt and felt waterlogged. So I guess maybe this is a residual effect or whatever, because my eyes feel funny. But anyway, so coffee's love language, how it connects hearts and fuels romance. I guess you guys are like, good grief, this woman finds something about coffee every single, there's so much. I'm telling you, it's like coffee is a whole entity in itself, and it has all these little microcosms, and it's just everywhere. Okay, so coffee as a love language. Just like words of affirmation and acts of service, sharing a cup of coffee can be a way to express love. Making someone's favorite coffee is small but meaningful gesture of care. So, you make somebody a cup of coffee. See, I get coffee made for me every day because they care. Yes. They know I'm a fuss if I don't get it. That's what it is. But anyway, all right. A morning coffee prepared by a loved one can feel like a hug in a mug. How cute is that? Hey, I just need caffeine. Niggas, save me with all that. Hi, Benjamin. How are you? How was your week? I hope the weather's a little better for you. I know it's kind of rough where you are. Okay, so then coffee and relationships. The ultimate bonding ritual. Coffee dates are a classic way to connect. Go figure. Unwind and enjoy deep conversations. So people have these philosophical conversations. They solve world hunger over coffee. I'm joking, but yeah, they say they have these deep conversations. Listen, I don't know what they're doing with that. Anyway, they have deep conversations over coffee, whether it's a first date or a cozy cafe or morning coffee with a longtime partner. Coffee moments strengthen relationships. Couples often create shared coffee rituals, okay? From brewing espressos together to Sunday morning coffee runs. So going out there to Starbucks together. I've seen that a couple of people on YouTube. I'm not getting that. Listen, I work all week long. I'm not getting in my car to go buy no coffee. Coffee's in the kitchen. Instant. But that's just me. Okay. My husband and I can bond over the Folgers. Yes. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. Yeah, I know I sound jacked up. Y'all lucky I can even talk. What can I tell you? Anyway, so the romance of coffee moments. Sitting coffee. Okay, they want you to sit and sip coffee by candlelight, enjoying a quiet sunrise, or sharing a laugh over lattes. Coffee creates intimate moments. The aroma, the warmth, and comfort of the coffee sets a relaxed and romantic tone. I guess that could, because I'm telling you, people really, they really get down with coffee. For real. All kinds of, frou-frou, and I see people just really go ham over it. I don't have that kind of dynamic. It serves a purpose for me, but it's like, okay, if I don't have it, I'll be all right. I'm lying. I need the caffeine. Anyway, coffee lovers understand that the perfect coffee break is quality time together. Love in a cup. Gifting coffee as a romantic gesture. Okay, give it a partner specialty coffee beans or a personalized mug. I can get with the mug. Okay, see, that's my sister did that. She gave me a special mug, and I appreciate that. I do have a kind of a mug thing. I like different kind of mugs. I really do. But yeah, I can go with that. I'm taking a sip. Yes. Okay, so surprise them with a homemade coffee treat. Think like mocha brownies or coffee infused desserts, a DIY coffee bar at home. My younger sister made herself a whole coffee bar in her house, so I get it. People do that. I have a kind of little one too over there. You never see that, but it's over there and it has all of the little fixings and things. And that's where beautiful assistant goes when she makes my coffee before I come on. Okay. So I can understand that. And they're saying that can be a romantic experience. Coffee around the world. Love in every culture. Italy, espressos enjoyed in cafes, symbolizing connection and tradition. France, a slow morning with a cafe au lait. A cafe, It's essential part of romance. In Ethiopia, coffee ceremony. We talked about that last week. Coffee ceremonies bring people together in a deep and meaningful way. And in Japan, the art of coffee making turns coffee into a mindful experience. Okay, and then they have coffee and love, the science behind it. Coffee boosts this is science. It says caffeine boosts dopamine and serotonin, the feel-good hormones, and increase happiness and attract. Okay, so they're saying, hey, I guess if you want to mate, you want to get out there and sip some coffee, and it'll kind of attract you to each other. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're getting from that? That's like, that's what they're trying. So they're saying, forget about all the internet. Just go out there and stand in front of Starbucks and drink some coffee. You'll find the man, a woman, or a partner of your dreams. Okay. All right. Sharing coffee encourages eye contact and conversations, making connections stronger. The ritual of making coffee can be an act of love and devotion. Okay, the final thought is love is brewed one cup at a time, whether it's through coffee dates, shared morning rituals, or simply making good conversation, with a loved one, over their favorite cup of coffee. It has a way of bringing hearts together. So my question to you guys is, how does coffee, if this is relevant, play a role in your love life? Anybody? Any takers? You can just put it in the comments. Okay, you can tell me. I know you guys have like this steamy stuff going on with the coffee in the morning. It's not just the steam from the cup. Oh boy. All righty. Well, I can't get you to tell. Listen, let me tell you something. My husband gets up at 2-something in the morning. I can barely articulate or partner or make sense. Honey, ain't nothing hot and steamy going over here at early in the morning. Okay, I'm just letting you know. Okay, other than trying to get back to my bed so I can get that last little half an hour of sleep before I have to start the day. However, for those people who do, have at it. Okay, guys, so now I'm going to get over here. I'm going to show you the ingredients. I have a hack, and I'm going to tell you about this hack. So, when you think that you are going to these bakeries and you're paying all this money for these cakes that most of the time taste like beautiful cornbread, guess what? I read that a lot of bakeries use box cake mix, and they just make it real pretty. Now, they're probably not using the best brands of box cake mix, and they're not sprucing it up and making it taste all nice and soft, because I've tasted some cakes from a bakery that I paid a lot of money for, and boy, did it taste like a colorful foot. Okay. Well, how do I know what a foot tastes like? I visualize Or I assume like they're so grainy, you know, like a foot that's not manicured, you know, that hasn't had the pedicure. It's just, you know, kind of, yeah, that kind of foot. But anyway, they look pretty. So I said, self, why should they be the only ones getting the easy way out? I can do it better. So let me turn you over to here. And you see all that stuff over there? I'm going to tell you what it is. Okay? Let me get up and come over here, and I'm going to show you. This is how we do it. This is what I want you to do from now on. Hey, you ain't got to go throw this along Sam Jones. Trust me. And it's cheaper. I made this cake, and when you see this cake, you're going to be like, wow. I made this cake. It cost me maybe $14 with everything. Cake mix, $1.50. So, well, of course, I have my little hand mixer. You can whip by hand. You can get the fancy stuff. You can use the immersion blender. You can do whatever. I have my little hand mixer. This is something that I've always seen in my house. This is part of a bigger thing that I never use, but yeah, I use this. So I have my hand mixer. I have my trusty favorite yellow bowl that I got for $1. And I have one 9-inch cake pan. You're like, what are you doing with one pan? What kind of cake are you? Trust the process. Okay, so got that out the way. I have one of these little spatula things. These are good for getting all of the cake mix from around the bowl. $1. I've had, this is like, I don't know how old this thing is. Anyway, and I have a skewer. I like these because this is how you can test that your cake is done. Easy. These skewers, what they cost, like $1 or something, $1.50, something like that at the store. I use them for shish kebabs, you know, when we grill outside. So I have a bunch of these. I always keep these because they're long. They can go all the way to the very base of that cake. And if they come out clean, you know your cake is ready. Good test. So I have this. I have a cup and 1/2. What am I going to do with this? No, not castanets. We're going to measure with this. Okay. I have some Ghirardelli dark covered melting chocolate. You're going to wonder what I'm going to do with this. It's going to be magic. Okay. I have 4 large eggs, some lovely sour cream, strawberry strawberry jam, not preserves. You want the jam. Jam is smooth. And for what we're doing, we need jam. Okay. And it doesn't have to be all these different name brands. See, I grab stuff when it's on sale. It could be a name brand. It could be a store brand. It doesn't matter. Okay. The one thing that does matter, though, is the chocolate. I would always go with this kind of, because it's going to give it the taste you want. This I had never seen before. Ghirardelli has a premium chocolate sauce, but I'm a dark chocolate kind of chick. So this is perfect. This stuff is really, really, it's different than like a Hershey's chocolate, whatever, what you'll see. Have this. This will last because even after you make your cake, you can put it in your coffee. It's a lot of different things they say you can do with this. Coffee and desserts and all kinds of stuff. So got this. And finally, the star of the show. Now, I don't know if any other brand has this particular dark chocolate fudge cake.
Volvo to Love here. Say good morning.
Hi, good morning, Volvo to Love. How was your week? Did you get to work from home? Say yes, yes, yes. I want somebody to be, I was sick all week, so I was home whether I liked it or not. I'm always working from home, but I didn't have to work because I was in bed. However, so this cake mix right here, if you can find this Duncan Hines perfectly moist dark chocolate, we are going deep and dark. We're not doing milk chocolate. This is not for the faint of the heart, okay? Oh, for 3 days? Well, hey, 3's better than none, that's for sure, okay? Volvo loves talking about working from home. That's what I'm saying. So, okay, so this right here, you want to get this, and you should be able to get this. Cost me $1.50. Now, I'm going to show you how you take this to the level of excellence. And it ain't hard. Let me get me another sip. So, I am going to, and all you do, like I said here, you follow the back of the box to a certain extent. Now, here they tell you a cup of water, right? They tell you a half cup of vegetable oil. You can use whatever oil you choose. Or you can use a whole stick of butter, soften it. But that's going to put it in a dynamic of being almost like a pound cake. We're not trying to go there. We're trying to go with rich, deep, decadent, ooey gooey. You'll see. And 3 eggs. Well, you step up that egg content. Trust me, it's going to make a difference. Okay? So, just a tip. When you're doing these cakes like this, if you want something light and airy, you do the 3 eggs, you take 1 egg white, you whip it almost to a peak, and then you fold it into the cake mix. You take, oh, what I did forget, one more thing. Hold on. Where is it? Okay, here it is. Okay, instant pudding. Even if it says it has pudding in the mix, don't believe that hype. Get yourself some instant pudding. Like I said, it can be store brand. It just needs to be instant. I had chocolate in there that I bought, and we don't eat the pudding. I use this when I bake, basically. So this is a big giant 5.9 ounce. So I use half of this. Usually I get the smaller ones, but they didn't have the small, half the size. So I use half of this, okay, in it. That's very important. So what I do, first of all, I'm going to preheat my oven, like it says here, to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way and wait for it to heat up, But first, I'm going to check the inside to make sure that someone hasn't moved the rack.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Okay. Okay, she's copping to her guilt. Beautiful assistant is forever moving my oven rack, for those of you who don't know. Every time I come in here, you know what it feels like when they do that to me. My kitchen is like a part of me. So it's like, have you ever allowed someone to drive your car, which I rarely do, and then they get in your seat and they change the position of your seat and they don't put it back. They change the mirror and they don't put it back. So you're jumping your car and you're ready to go and you're like, why can't I see behind me? Okay, why is my seat feeling funny? Then I got to get it all back into the right position. Then you got to change the radio. Okay, yeah, so that's what it feels like when my oven rack is not in the right position. I'm just saying. This is my car, y'all. Okay, so let me go here and fix it. Okay, it's in the right position. What are you talking about? Oh. See, she's so used to doing bad stuff, right? So she admitted something that she didn't do. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I tell you. What else do you want to confess, beautiful assistant?
Nothing.
Okay, so anywho, so I'm going to turn the oven on 400. No, 350. Listen to me, 400. Okay, I'm going to start it. It's going to heat up. Now, it's very important, guys, how you mix a cake. People think that, just dump it in here, throw everything in here together. Wrong. And this is that dumping it in is the difference between it tasting like this box or it being lifted to the heights of, ooh, did she create this? Oh, yeah, this is nothing but a base. So don't get it twisted because you didn't go and get some plain flour and put the baking powder in it and all stuff. This is a base. This is flour. This is some cocoa powder. This is a base. This saves you from having to go out to get all those other ingredients, okay? This by itself ain't nothing without what I'm about to do. You're not going to have the same cake if you don't do what I'm about to do. So yes, you've made this cake from scratch. Yes, you have, because you scratched up the knowledge, you scratched up all of the ingenuity, you scratched up the better taste, and you elevated it to the heights of nirvana. So yeah, you did. Don't let anybody tell you no different. Okay, you just worked smart instead of hard and saved yourself some money. So Because how many of you go out and buy all these things like baking powder, baking soda, all the stuff for one time a year? The stuff sits up in your cupboard or in your pantry, goes bad. You forget it's even there. You go and look at the can of baking powder. I know I do, and it's from like 2015 or something, the last time I baked something, you know, so it's like you're wasting money. You don't have to. So you take your cake mix, and I need some scissors, and I'm going to use this. Usually I'll use you can use a fork. I just happen to have this whisk, so I'm going to use that. I'm going to cut this open. Now, before I cut it open, I kind of mushed it all around. And the reason why I mushed it around is because I want all the lumps that's in this cake mix out. It needs to be almost like I put it through a what do you call it? A sifter. Okay, so I'm putting the cake mix in here, the whole cake mix, guys. And I just spilled some. Okay, I'm going to empty that out, put that in here. And now what I'm going to do, okay, the box said it's tired. It does not want to stand up. It knows I'm going to put the eggshells in here so I can have the one shot, one kill. I'm going to make it stand up. Okay, so it's going to stand up against the wall whether it likes it. Stand up. Say. Okay, so I'm going to get the other half of this, of the pudding, right? Now, these are dry ingredients. So I'm putting my dry ingredients in this thing first, okay? So let me get the other half. And like I said, you don't have to buy something this big. I just happen to have something this big in there. I don't know why, because usually I get the smaller one. You put all of that inside your cake mix, okay? So let's get this out the way. And I like to clean up as I go. You guys know this. Okay, so now what you do, you got your dry ingredients. So you see here? Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm taking this and I am breaking up any lumps. I'm also incorporating the instant pudding into this dry cake mix ingredient, because the whole key is to make that everything is equally distributed, you know, so that's what you want to do. And that's why I said you can use a fork, because a fork will help break up those lumps. And you don't want to incorporate your cake together with any lumps. It's just like mashed potatoes. You want smooth mashed potatoes. You want creamy, fluffy mashed potatoes. You don't want lumpy. Okay, at least I know I don't. Lumpy mashed potatoes does not mean that they have texture. That means that you don't know how to make mashed potatoes. That's what that means. Now, if you want mashed potatoes with texture, that's a whole different dynamic. But if you are trying to achieve fluffy and creamy and you get lumpy, just like with pancake mix. If you make a pancake and they bite into it and it's a puff of dough in there or a puff of flour still uncooked, you haven't done it right. So, I'm going to get all the lumps out of here, just like that. And this is very important. And when you finish getting it out, you just kind of send it through there, just like that. I'll put that in here. And it's going to kind of look like this, okay? Much smoother. So, once you've done that, here's what you do. I like to take my eggs. I always separate, and I whip my eggs separately. So I'll get you can get, you know, whatever you have, you want to put your eggs in. I usually have a cup. And as I said, I crack my eggs on a paper towel on the side of my sink, because I'm not any expert egg cracker. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to crack these eggs, put them in here, and make sure there's no shells. You don't want any shells. Shells are not your friend. Okay, that's 2 eggs. That's 3. Remember, we have 4 large eggs. Okay? Not extra large, not small, large. So now that I did this on the napkin, guess who doesn't have salmonella all over the counter? Me. So I'm going to toss this away. And then I'm going to wash my hands because I got a little bit of egg white on my finger. And I don't want any cross-contamination. But safety first. Okay? Let me dry that off and we will continue. So I'm going to get a fork and I'm going to beat my eggs. Put that over there. I'm going to beat my eggs and I'm going to get my oil. So I have some oil that I'm using and I have something else that I'm going to use that if you don't use this or if you don't drink this particular product, you don't have to use that. You can just use water. But I do, and I'm taking it to that level. So I'm going to get my oil. I'm going to use a little bit of this canola oil. You can use whatever oil you want to use. You're going to do a half a cup of oil. Let's see if I can get this big thing in here without making a mess. Okay, did it. Oh, I'm so good. I dropped one little drop, but y'all didn't see that. So. Okay. All right. Let me get this back in here. All right. So you have a half a cup of oil. I'm going to sit this over to the side gently. Then, let me wipe this off of here. Put the scissors over here. The next thing I'm going to do before I forget, I'm going to get my cooking spray and I'm going to spray this. Now, I was crazy enough to buy that cooking spray that has a flour in it. I don't like that stuff. I ain't doing that ever again. It just will be sitting there. So I'm going to use a regular cooking spray, or you can put some cooking oil in here and flour it yourself. I'm not doing all that because it ain't necessary. Okay. But you have to do you. Or you can butter it and put some flour on it. I'm not doing that. I'm taking this. I am spraying all the sides, all around, just like that. Put that over to the side. Easy peasy. Get that back in there. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I have my eggs, y'all. Still got to mix them, right? So I am going to take my Folgers coffee. You need a cup of water, okay? I am going to use 3/4 cups of coffee water. So I'm not going to use regular water. Why? This takes it to a whole different level. If you don't drink coffee, don't use this. Use water. It still will be good. This makes it better. But trust me. Trust the process. So I'm going to get in here. I will do like, let's see. So this is like this is like a little plastic spoon. I'm going to do 2 of these of coffee. Just like that. Yeah. I should say 2 heaping spoonfuls inside that little cup, measuring cup there. And then I am going to take just a little bit of hot water to help dissolve it, and the rest will be cold water, okay? I have a little bit of hot water left in my coffee pot. I'm just going to take a little drizzle, just like that, so I can get it dissolved. And just like, see, that's the loviness of instant. Just like that, dissolve. So I'll put the rest in cold water. And why am I doing cold water? Because remember, I'm having eggs in this, and I don't want to have scrambled eggs. So that's why I'm doing cold water. Let me get a little in here, trying not to make a mess. Get a whole cup of that. Whole cup of the Joe. Now I have to be very careful. Slowly I turn. Step by step. You know I watch too much Lucille Ball. That's what that is. Okay, let me get this down here because my hand is not steady, y'all. Okay, so I got my cup of coffee, right? So now I'm going to take these eggs. I'm going to get a fork and I'm going to beat them. And I'm going to beat them until they are fully engaged with each other. I want to see everything all one color. So I just want to combine them like I'm going to make some scrambled eggs, some really nice scrambled eggs. And I'm just going to stir. And like I said, a lot of people will just drop the eggs in there like this. I'm telling you, when you take these steps, I want you to make a cake the way the box says, and then I want you to make a cake like I make it, and then you'll see the difference. You have to see it for yourself. I'm not being extra. Trust me. I've been making cakes since I was 11 years old. So, almost. Yeah, I think I'm about ready. So you want your egg. Let's see if I can get this. You see how it's all what's it, orangey yellow, whatever it is, completely. Mm-hmm. That's what you want. All right, so you have that. So what I'm gonna do now, I am going to put my oil in first, just like that, right in the middle of that mix. Okay. Then I'm going to put my coffee in, a cup of coffee, right in here. Then I'm going to put the 4 eggs right in here. But I'm not done yet, okay? So, now, you say, what is she doing with the sour cream? Sour cream is a game changer. Also, people use mayo. I like the sour cream. It really works well. So I'm going to take this, and it's probably going to be about 3 tablespoonfuls. I'm going to do 3 dollops of this Daisy, or whatever sour cream you had. I just had to say that because I know the commercial, do a $1 with Daisy. You know me, so yeah, I'm going to do 3 of those. And I go 1, 2, and 3. There you go. So that's like about 3 tablespoons of the Daisy. Okay. So now that I have all these wonderful things mixed up here, I'm going to plug in my mixer. And like I said, you can do it by hand if you don't have a mixer. I suggest that these things are really cheap, the hand mixers. Have one, because you can do a lot with a hand mixer. I've been doing stuff with hand mixers when people were using blenders and food processors. Okay. This makes a great mashed potato if you use it the right way. I'm just letting you know. So let me stick this in here. I can never get this thing to do what I want to do. Okay, there you go. And now when you start to mix your cake mix, do not put it on the highest setting. You want to start slow. So once the cake mix starts getting all mixed together and you see all of the different ingredients incorporate with each other, then you take it to another speed. So because if you don't, what will happen is if you get in here the wrong way and you have this dry mix, it's going to be a puff of dust everywhere. And I'm going to try not to do that. Now see, this is like, and this is as low as this goes. Give me a minute. I don't want to have to try to compete with the machine. So once I get everything incorporated, and I'm going to show you what it needs to look like when you first get everything incorporated, and then you continue to mix. You want to get all on the sides, go around, take your arm, go around, and you go around the sides, and I kind of just let mine spin so I can get that even mixing. Okay, so what was that? Maybe 2 minutes on low. Okay, now I'm trying not to make a mess. I want to let you guys see this, so I'm going to get a plate because my beaters are dripping. Normally, if it didn't have raw eggs in it, I'd let the kids lick it, but you can't do that because they can get salmonella or something from raw eggs. So I'm going to put this over here just so it can drip. Gotta come back. I want you guys to see. This is the first step. you see that it's pretty much combined. Okay, now is where the fun part comes in. This is how you're going to ensure the beating process of a cake mix is very important. You have to beat this stuff very thoroughly, okay? And and you do it for maybe about 5 minutes. If you the longer you do it, the better it's going to be. I'm just telling you, okay? Don't follow that box. That box is a guide, okay? I'm telling you. Okay, so let me get this over here, and I'm gonna go back in. Y'all, I'm going back into the trenches, but I'm going on medium now. And you saw what it looked like. When I finish mixing it, you'll see what I'm saying about the mixing time. Now that doesn't mean you just leave your hand in one place. You gotta go around and around and around. And when I finish, you're going to see what I'm talking about. Be very careful not to tilt it too high, because you'll end up with cake mix in your face. Almost there. And I'm getting down all the way into the bottom of that bowl. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm slowly lowering the speed so I can take my beaters out, get some of this cake mix off of here. I don't want to make too much of a mess. Then I'm going to take my beaters out and rinse them off and clean off my mixer. Just get this all nice and mixed up. And then I'm going to show you what it looks like when you do the vigorous beating. It's very, very important. This is an important step because you got to realize you have eggs in here and you have pudding. So the more you whip it, the lighter the mixture is going to become. It gets fluffy. It starts to actually rise in front of your face. It really does. It becomes alive again. So wipe my hands off. I'll get this in the trash. Let me get another piece because, like I said, I made a mess. Okay. I had chocolate on my hands somewhere. Get this out the way and clean off the dust from the cake mix that didn't come out the pan and hit me. Okay? So now just drop that on the floor. Get that up. All right. And let me just tie this up here and get this out the way. And then I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm going to put this back where it was. And hopefully, it won't jump out again. So let me throw this away. Now I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. So now's the time to get this little dollar spatula thing. Now, remember what you saw when I first did it. You see this? Now I want you to see this. Okay, you're going to go around the sides with this little spatula, just like that. Now, I'm going to try to get you in here so you can see this. Do you see how thick this is? Do you see the difference? The thickness, it has fluffed up, it has plumped up, and this is going to be the dynamic of your cake. This is going to help that cake be light and airy and fluffy, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so good. You're gonna be like, am I going to the bakery ever again? Never, 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 never. No, you're not. But we're not done yet. So, got the cake mix, right? I have my Ghirardelli premium chocolate sauce. I have my Smucker's jelly or your jam, and I have my measuring cup. You get any microwave safe container or whatever. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take 3 tablespoons, or 3, like your tablespoon at home, that tablespoon, not the little itty bitty teeny weeny thing. So about this size. You see this right here. So get one of these if you got one. If you don't have one of these, get 2 of the little ones. Okay. No, you can't just eat the batter, Cosmic King, not unless you want salmonella. Okay. Casey doesn't let anybody get sick on her watch. You need to know. Okay. That's not how we roll. So I'm going to get 3 of these. Okay. 3 heaping spoonfuls. 1.
He said, oh, darn.
2. And like I said, you want to get jam. It doesn't have to be this brand. 3. But you want jam, not jelly. You don't want preserves. You want jam. Okay? Remember jam. Okay? Let me get this back in the fridge. Can't remember where I had it at.
The jam?
Yeah, I can't remember where I put it. Okay. Well, we'll stick it over there. So, you're like, why you got this in here? So, I got this in here, right? Like that. So, I'm going to put this to the side, y'all. Then, I'm going to take this, and I can throw this away. Hey, I didn't even need you because I threw my eggs away in the tissue. All right. So, I do need them for a second. Because you want to make sure whatever pan, I'm using the 9-inch pan. You can use it or do a bundt cake like this too, if you want to. I'm just using the 9-inch pan because it's going to be cute the way I'm going to do this for Valentine's Day. I'm using 1, not 2. 1. I'm going to put this whole cake mix in that one pan. You're like, how you going to do that? Because I'm magic. That's how. But anyway, so it will say for that one cake pan for you to cook this 9-inch for 24 to 29 minutes. You're putting a whole cake in there. This is going to take probably it took me, so that was 30, 15, 45, an hour, 15 minutes to cook this cake. It like this, but you want it in one pan, and you'll see why. Okay, so I have my greased pan here. So you're going to take it, like I said, you're going to take, and see, it's rising. This is rising almost like it has yeast in it because of the dynamic of mixing. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to pour it in my pan. All of it, just like that. And this is a regular 9-inch pan. Usually you can make 2 layers with this, but that's not the look I'm going for. So I'm going to get it all in here. And I want to make sure it's in there even. You don't want to move it around. You want to just dump it in the middle and it will expand to the edges. You don't want to move it around. Trust me, don't move it around. Leave it alone. It didn't tell you that it wanted to go to the dance. Don't dance with it. Okay. Let me get some soap in here so I can come back and clean this in a minute. Now, I'm going to show you what it needs to look like. Let's clean that off. Okay, so I'm going to try not to disturb it. I want to clean off any residue. So any cooking oil or anything that has gotten, sprayed that's gotten around there, or if any cake residue, you want to get that off. Okay, can you guys see?
Yeah.
Okay, you want it to look just like this, even all the way around, but I'm not done yet. So I'm going to get a couple of toothpicks. You're like, why is she using toothpicks? Has she lost her mind? Not yet. So I'm going to get 2 toothpicks, right? And then, now I'm going to get 3 toothpicks. I'm going to be generous. 3. Let me throw this paper. I'll throw this cup away too. Throw these papers away. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So, I'm going to take this Ghirardelli sauce. Okay? And this, I should have taken it out a little earlier because I used it earlier this morning. And you have to refrigerate it after you open it. But hopefully it will do what I wanted to do. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a squirt in the middle. Come on. And now I don't want to come out. Let me shake this thing up. When it's room temperature, it's easier to come out. Okay, there you go. I'm going to put a little squirt in here, just like that. And not a whole lot. This is going to be a little harder than I thought because it's cold. And it's showing here. So I'm going to put a squirt. And I'm going to put a squirt in the middle like you're doing a clock. So this is where the hands would be in the middle. Then I'm going to do 12 o'clock. Squirt. I'm going to do 12:15. Squirt. I'm going to do 12:30. Squirt. Come on. Then I'm going to do 1:45. Squirt. And then I'm going to go in between 1:45 and 1 o'clock. I'm going to go in between. So I have 5 and then I'm going to do 4. So I'm going to do squirt here. And what? Yeah. No. I'm just going to make the squirts bigger. I'll just leave it like this because I need to have room for what the other thing. So I'm going to make the squirts just a tad bigger. So these are each about as big as a 50-cent piece. If anybody remembers what a 50-cent piece looks like, I know we don't use hard copy money anymore. It's been so long since I saw a dollar or hard cash. When I saw it, it looked like play money. It's so colorful. I didn't know it was real. I'm like, boy, they didn't put a whole lot of color on money since the last time I used it. Okay, so, all right. So, each one of these, they're about the size of a quarter. So, if you know what a quarter size looks like, let's see. Okay, that should be good. You can see that, right? So, this is what we got. And I'm tilting it. Don't want to tilt it. You see, it looks just like the middle where the hands are 12, 15, 30, 45. Okay. Now, I'm going back. Let me lift this back up because I'm not done yet. I'm going to take this strawberry and I'm going to put it in the microwave because I want this to liquefy. Okay, so let me go in here, stick it in the microwave, and you just want to keep it in here until it kind of melts so you can stir it. You don't want it to be watery. You just want it to be pliable enough to be able to pour a little bit. So I'm going to put it on 1 minute. I'll probably keep it half that time, and I'm going to watch it. I'm going to get a nice spoon, little plastic spoon, and I'm watching it. See, it's going down, down, down. And you don't have to let it melt all the way. It could be halfway, and then the heat from the one on the bottom. See, I did it. I have 38 minutes left. So let's see. I'm going to stir it and see because I need it. I don't want it to cook, you know. I just want it to get to a consistency where I can kind of pour it like I just poured or squeezed out that chocolate. So I think I need to do a little because now it's about the consistency of applesauce with me stirring it. So I think I need to do just a tad bit more because I need to be able to pour this and I don't want to use extra jam. I don't want to have to use more. Okay, let me put this on.
Benjamin said, I have 0 paper in my wallet, but I do have cards.
I know. Do you remember what money looks like? I swear I did not. But you know what? This is a tip. This is a tip from a former credit counselor. You know the way that you spend less money? Always have some cash when you go into the store. The reason why I tell you that, it's a mental thing. When you can whip your card out and hit it, you will spend more money. When you have to physically pull those dollars out and hand it to somebody, you're going to be a little bit more frugal. The money that you save, stick it in a bank account somewhere. Okay. That's how you, even on a small budget, a small, like I said, if you don't make a lot of money or whatever, and you're like I don't like me, it's hard to save because it's like you're scripting trying to go from paycheck to paycheck to live. But you'd be surprised the amount of waste that you do when you have those cards available to you. If you take out at the beginning of the week X amount of dollars, this is all I'm going to spend, okay, and you keep to that, you will see how much less you spend. I'm telling you, trust me, I did this for a living for a long time, and you will save some money. You really will. You will save some money. The worst thing that can happen to us, and myself included, doing everything online. Not getting up off my behind and taking it into a store and using cash.
Benjamin said, that's what my wife tells me.
No, your wife is absolutely tooty right. She is. Okay, so now you see, this is the consistency you want your jam to be. Okay, so you'll be able to, and this is how you tell when you can pull that spoon up and the jam does that. That is the way you want it to be. So what I'm going to do now, in between my hands, my 15 and my 30 and my 1 o'clock and whatever the clock, this is going to go in between each one. So I'm going to try, I hope I have enough here. Okay, so I'm going to pour that in here. Also strategically. Yeah, I got a dollop there. Got a dollop. I may have too much. One over here. So I should have 4. I do have too much. So I'm going to have to make them bigger because then see, I'll have to make beautiful assistant eat this.
Yay.
That was, I thought that was a threat. She said yay. Okay, so yeah, I got just a little left in here. So I would do, like I said, because I melted it, I didn't know it was gonna go that far. So don't do the 3, maybe 2.5. Okay? Okay, so now those 3 toothpicks that I have over here. Oh, come on, toothpicks. All right, so I'm gonna try to let you see this because it's all about not moving this stuff, because when you move it too much, then it jacks it up. Okay, let me try to bend this down so you guys can see. Can you tell? Can you see? Can you guys see? You see the red in between? Okay, so I'm going to try to do this maneuver here with these toothpicks. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this and then I'm going to start. And I'm just going to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth through the circles, do little swirls, just like that. And you're kind of breaking up your chocolate and you're breaking up your strawberry, just like that. I know it looks all crazy, but it's method behind the madness. Okay, and this is what you want to do, just gently over the top. You don't want to go all the way down to the bottom. This is what you do. You can do this with a pointy knife. It's easier to do it with the toothpicks, especially when you're new at it, okay? And this is what you want to have. You want to have like a little design. You see the design? Okay, can everybody see the design? Okay, so now I'm going back over here with my design cake. I'm putting this over here. I'm going to get these toothpicks in the garbage. And I'm going to put my piece of foil in the oven because I am using a whole cake mix in this little pan. I'm just being paranoid, I know. But just trust the process because I don't like to clean the oven if I don't have to. So let me get my oven open. Pull my rack out. Safety. Put my little piece of foil, just a little bit bigger than my cake pan. I'm going to get my cake pan on here. You want to be very careful, okay? Because this is going to be a delicate one. It's not like the regular cake. You want to put it in the center of your rack. You don't want to have it too high. You want to have your rack in the center, and you want to put your cake in the center of the rack. Can everybody see this?
Yes.
Okay, so Let me move it over some because it's not quite even. Okay. Now, I'm going to close this up gently because I don't want this tilted. Now, I'm going to tell you guys. Let me close this up. And now I'm going to put a timer on. I'm going to put the timer on for the 30 minutes that they say, and I'm going to show you what happens. Okay, timer, 30 minutes, right? Now I'm going to show you what happens. Do you really want this jam?
Yes.
Okay, come get it.
Let's get it.
Okay. We're going to do, now I got to be careful, y'all, because this is not like an ordinary cake where, they say, oh, don't move around too much, your cake will fall. Oh, this really will. Because we got, this really will. So you have to be very careful. But I will tell you, 30 minutes ain't doing that. You got to realize you have 2 layers inside one pan. Like I said, there's a reason why I did that. You'll see when it's done. Okay, I'm going to put this back in the fridge. And I'm going to rinse my hands off. I'm going to wash. Oh, I need that container when you're done because I'm going to need to use that. I'm going to get some of this chocolate off of here, guys.
I need to pour it in something.
Don't pour it in anything, just eat it.
Oh, yeah, I'm eating it.
Okay, get a spoon. It's not that much, Okay, soak these little things so they can be washed. And wipe off my counter here. Okay, just like that. I am telling you guys, you're going to be amazed. You're going to be amazed. Ooh, almost wet myself up. You're going to be amazed at the results. And I'm telling you, for my gentlemen in the audience there, honey, Benjamin, if you make this cake for your wife for Valentine's Day, she will be floored. Trust me. I may be setting you up because then she'll expect you to do it all the time, but she'll be floored. And it's very, very romantic. The dynamic of this cake is almost like the chocolate-covered strawberries that cost an arm and a leg. This passion cake is based on that premise. And I think I like it better than the strawberry because, man, I think the last time I had some of those strawberries, I think it was maybe 4 of them in there. I think it was like $50. Put some chocolate-covered strawberries. I can cover myself. It's like, yeah, things are just out of hand. It's just out of hand. I don't mind spending when it is necessary, you know what I'm saying? But unnecessary spending when you can just do some things for yourself. And that's what we need to start learning again as a society, doing some things for ourselves and not being unwilling to exercise that right. Because you got to think about it. I know our lives are busy. Everybody's is. But you think about our parents, when they didn't have all these creature comforts, these conveniences, they still had to keep it on. They had to work. They had to take care of the kids. They had to clean their houses. They had to go to the store. They had to get up and turn the television. They didn't have remote control. They didn't have who all around the house, so you didn't have to physically get up and go ask somebody a question. And guess what? They were just fine. Okay, they didn't have a cell phone where people can literally track where you are every minute of the day. And guess what? I'm okay. So I say this to say we need to get back to some of the things that we make ourselves self-sufficient. Because if a time, I'll never forget, I don't know what it was. I think it was last year around the summertime. I think something happened and the cell phones went out or something like that. Remember?
Yeah.
All the cell phones went out all over the country and nobody could make a call or anything. And people were panicked. When I was growing up, that wouldn't have mattered. But you know what? Guess when you talk to me when I got home. If there was a payphone and I needed an emergency, I used it. Okay. They don't have payphones anymore because people have misused them. But I'm just saying, you think about that dynamic. All the phones went away and people were immobilized. We need to make use of the limbs and the bodies and the stuff that we were given. We're not just a bunch of talking heads, and that's where a lot of my show, that's what really ignited me to doing my very first cooking video, part of the Home Cooks TV network. It started off Home Cooking with Casey Lloyd. I started that because I kept seeing, and I was guilty of it myself. The more I did it, the more I ate out. It was like I had a whole nother bill at the end of the month, a big one, and just eating out, trying to convenience myself because my life is so busy. You know what I'm saying? I had to think to myself, first of all, I don't know what my kids are getting. I don't know what I'm getting, in me. I don't really know. And I'm not talking about just healthy wise, but I'm talking about, hey, if I cook a taco, I know what's in it. I can determine how much my kids get. I don't have to worry about it. I can do it more economically. Not when a little hamburger that's as big as a sausage costs you $3.65, and it used to be on a dollar menu. Do you know how much hamburger I can give my child for $3.65 and make it better? So I'm not saying don't ever eat out because, that's a treat. That's whatever. What I'm saying is take control of your life again. Take control of your life. We give too much control to everything else and other people. And then we're mad because we don't have any control. Well, you have control. Yes, you do. You have the ability to say, I'm not buying it. I don't want it. I'm not patronizing this, that, and the other. If something goes wrong, they laugh at me because, hey, I'm a very, very good consumer. I'm a very good tipper. I am very fair because I understand people work hard for their money, but you need to do your job. And if you don't do your job, trust me, Casey is complaining on you. Okay. You need to know. And if everybody, I have a fast food restaurant near me. Every single time we go there, they forget something or the food is subpar. They're giving this chain a bad name. It's horrible. So it's like, I'm at the point, I don't eat there at all, period. My kids want to eat there, every now and then, whatever, because, marketing has their mind. Let me get a little sip. I'm thirsty. Marketing has their mind. So every so often I will give in. And I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. But when you continuously give me bad product, see, I'm not that person I'm not the little wind-up doll that walks into the wall and keep bumping her head and getting a concussion. It really only takes me one time. If I go someplace and it's subpar, I will never patronize it again. I don't care what they do. I will never patronize, and that's just me. On the other hand, I have family members that, let's give them a try. I'm not going to keep giving them a try because guess what? For every dime that I make, a little blood is shed. Okay? A little blood is shed. Okay? It takes me one tick closer to the very final moment. So I'm saying my money comes hard. When I do my job every day, I give it 150%, just like I do with this station. My 9 to 5, I don't care how I'm feeling. I give it 150%. The customers, the people that I deal with and I serve deserve that from me. Okay. So I deserve that when I patronize people. So I'm like, hey, don't complain about it. Just don't patronize. That's what I do, and I'm trying to get further and further away. I'm not going to ever say that I'm not going to. Well, me personally, if it was just me by myself, I probably would not ever go to another restaurant, anything like that, because I can cook better than half of them out there. Now, I'm just going to tell you, okay, you can't give me a steakhouse that's better than the steak I get at this house that my grill master grills. Okay, you can't give it to me. But I will tell you this: I will Just like I'm telling you with my eating. Okay. I'll do an 80-20. I'll do a 90-10. I'll do whatever until I get to the point where, hey, oh, you went to Mickey D's. Oh, it's been months, years since I went there. Maybe it'll taste better because I haven't been there so long. Okay, I don't know. But my point is, we drive the train to everything that we do pretty much. We are not helpless. We allow ourselves to be helpless because we don't want to step up to the plate. Closed mouths don't get fed. And that does not mean that you got to be a complainer, but that means that you have to stand up for yourself. And if it's only one person singing that song alone, eventually when change starts happening, you will have people to join. The same way people join for negativity or for complacency and accept things like they got to. You don't have to accept anything. If I'm that one, like I said about this channel, if all I ever get are you people right here, my family right here that comes and sees me every weekend, I'm good. Of course I want to make a living at this. Of course I want to do this full time. I'm not going to lie. That's what I want to do. That makes me happy. That brings me joy. But if it does not happen, I will continue to do this for the 5, 6, or however many it is of you guys. Because you know why? You showed me something that you don't get every day. Okay. You truly are here because you care about what I'm doing. I feel like I'm providing you with something that you desire, whatever it is. And I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't tell people how to run their lives, whatever, but I'm just saying, for me, I'm in a place now in my life that I don't want to just complain about stuff. If I have a complaint, I need to have a solution. Whatever that may be. It may not be a solution that you like, but for every problem, there is a resolution. It may not be the one that you want, but there is an end game for everything. We don't have to sit in misery. We just have to pivot and find the opening. I often say, I feel like I'm an ant. I don't care how tight you have your house. You can have all the siding, everything. One ant will find its way in your house, even if it's on the pants leg on your pants leg, jumping off the ground, and they will come in. I'm going to find an opening, a crack, something that is going to get me what I need to have. I implore everyone else to do just that. Don't just sit by. Don't let life happen to you. Make life happen at any age. So I'm going to throw this away. We're at 17 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm going to tell you guys about how you can get that budget-friendly Valentine's Day. Yes, I am. And then we're going to prove our point that you can't cook this cake in 30 minutes. Okay. Wash your hands. Oh wow! This is a new Dawn detergent. Okay, and I'm not doing it. I don't have any brand deals, y'all, but I'm gonna hit you to this one. Okay, so Dawn, it's always antibacterial, but now this says antibacterial, 50% less scrubbing. Wow. So yeah. So you get more for your money. Isn't that nice for a change? Instead of getting a bag of potato chips that's half filled with air. Oh boy. Y'all have to excuse me. I'm still sniffing a little. I'm at the end of this sinus infection. And I'm feeling so much better. But boy, that was rough. I'm telling you that I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Because see, everything hits people in different places. I think the weakest part of your body, my sinuses, listen, if they come up with a valid operation for sinuses, honey, they could take a walk on a short pier and just jump off Geronimo. I can live without them because, oh boy, that's the only thing that ever bothers me. I never get sick. It's always sinus. Then it drips and turns into bronchitis. It always does it. Go figure. But anywho, so Valentine's Day romance on a dime. Now, I know everybody said, oh boy, you know what? Here we go again. Every time I get one of these V-neck dresses, It's, I don't know. It must be the camera because it feels like it's twisted to one side, and that just irks my last nerve. Other than that, they're very see, I did. Okay. Y'all don't see that. All right. So anyway, so I know people think, oh, she's the cheapest. I am not cheap. I ain't even frugal. Okay. I am factual. I can't not be. So for me, love, emotions, things like that, you can't buy. You can't pay for that. It either is or it isn't. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I got this other show at night, because I go into these dynamics. The misconception that we have that you can't buy love. If you don't have a penny to your name and the love is for real, it'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? So I know Valentine's Day is like the biggest, one of the biggest spending days of the year, next to Christmas and Thanksgiving and stuff like that, those holidays. And people go all out and they spend all this kind of money. And then the week after that, they're wondering how they can eat. If you can afford to do that, then well, that's nice. Me personally, I am a cheap date for real. I don't require anything like that. I require you to treat me a certain way. That's what I require. That's all I require. I'm real simple. People want to give things, and I'm very, very gracious and happy when people do that. But if they didn't, I don't sit and say, oh, nobody cares about me. No. You show me you care about me 365 days a year, not just on one day that somebody has named a holiday. Okay, and I'm just saying, and I'm all for celebrating holidays. Don't get me wrong, but I understand that my flowers need to be given each and every day while I'm here to receive them. Okay, and if the only time you can give them to me is when somebody puts a holiday somewhere and you spend a whole bunch of money, I'm not really that moved, me personally. So I say this to say, you can express your love. You can express your feeling. Hey, I got engaged on Valentine's Day. My oldest daughter was born on Valentine's Day. If anybody should be Valentine'sing it up, it's me, and I think it's real cute. And my husband, he was so funny because, we just had 2 girls in the beginning, my older children, and he would come in and he would buy everybody candy. Like they need more candy, right? Send them to the dentist. But it would never fail. Every single Valentine's Day, he would buy these girls candy. He would buy them hearts and all kind of stuff and, psych them all up and everything. But anyway, I don't allow that stuff no more because dental bills are high. We better get some sugar-free up in here. But anyway, I came up with some things. I did some research, some different types of activities and things you can do in order to show your love, show your appreciation, have a little romance, whatever the case may be, on Valentine's Day or any day, and still feel some joy and feel appreciated. So, like I said, love doesn't have to come with a big price tag. It really doesn't. These are some budget-friendly ways to create a romantic and meaningful Valentine's Day without spending a fortune. Number 1, thoughtful gestures mean more than expensive gifts. I'm telling you. Now, I'm going to tell you this, and this is going to go into like a family story. My older sister, she is 8 years older than me. I was 6 years older than my younger brother, who's no longer with us, and I'm 8 years older than my younger sister. So there was a time when I was just by myself, but just the only child. And so I was maybe about 4 or 5, something like that. And, I was the only one. So, my parents, whatever I wanted, they gave me and all this kind of stuff like that. And, daddy's girl and blah, blah, blah. So I'm sitting here and I'm thinking all of the things that my father worked 3 jobs around the clock to make sure that his children did not go without and that they were comfortable, because his life wasn't comfortable. So he wanted to make sure his children didn't ever want for anything. And he worked and worked and worked for 45 years, 3 jobs in the hospital, standing on his feet, doing operations. And we had, I didn't think about those kind of things. I was allowed to be a child. I didn't have to worry about financial dynamics, whatever. We weren't rich or anything like that. But like I said, my father worked 3 jobs. And then my mother worked too. And she took care of her children. That's what I'm saying. And we ain't had all that automation. And she had a hot meal on the table every day when we came home from school. I won't go into that. But anyway, what I'm saying is, out of all the things that I have gotten monetarily, what I remember the most is when my father had a few moments away from his job and he would sit with me and he would play basketball. He bought me a little basketball. Yeah, his daughter, and he's sitting there teaching me how to dribble. And he had a football, and he would throw the football. And that is what I remember out of my 26 years. I don't remember any of the toys and the things, and I don't remember any of that stuff. So what I'm saying is thoughtful gestures, things, those little things like that are what really stay with people. I mean, some people really are very materialistic, and they need to have these material things. But if you really think about the things that you remember as life goes on, you remember like those the little things that someone has done or not done. I mean, for me. So a handwritten love letter. Express your feelings in a heartfelt. It ain't got to be long and drawn out. Everybody is not a writer. You can just say 2 words. And nowadays with all your automation, hey, text. Just for no reason. Just say something, hey, thinking about you. I think you're cute or whatever. Or, hey, sometimes what I'll do, if I'm thinking something, I'll grab a song and I'll send it in a text. You know what I'm saying? And that can express how I'm feeling at that particular moment. Because like I said, everybody is not into, being communicative like that. Do-it-yourself coupons, offer to give a massage or something that that the person is really going to like. You make a little coupon book, and you can have coupon book, for a movie night or breakfast in bed or whatever you think is going to hit with that person. Cost you nothing at all. Okay, little surprises, leave little sticky notes and stuff, on the refrigerator. If your spouse or whatever, your mate, leaves before you do, just say a kind word. Sometimes that one word can carry somebody throughout a very hectic, horrible day because they have something to pull on that's positive. That don't cost you nothing. Okay, and that helps keep the feelings and the closeness and the dynamic going. A romantic at-home dinner plate, which next week, this is what I'll be showing you. You won't have to go and get that steak dinner. I'm going to show you something that's going to give you a real step up in a level. It's coming from your heart. It's very romantic, and it's doable, and it's not going to break the bank. I'm doing the dessert now. Okay, so you can cook a meal together. Now, I ain't going to sit and tell you, listen, my husband, he cooks some things. This is what he cooks good. He can make a bean scrambled egg. Yes, he can. Nobody can beat him making a scrambled egg. I learned how to make scrambled eggs from him. Okay. Beautiful. They look like a freaking picture. He can cook a steak. I don't care how it's cooked, if it's in a broiler, if it's on a grill. This man can cook a steak. Yes, he can. What else can he cook? That's about it. But anyway, so if I'm cooking them 2 things, yes, he can help me. But for the most part, this is my domain. But for those people that want to have that camaraderie, you can cook a meal together. Okay, it got to be something heavy, maybe some pasta, steak, like I said, or a pizza. Shape it like a heart. You know how you can make your pizza look like a heart? A big one. You get 2 round pizzas. You get the little small ones too. 2 round pizzas, right? You get a square pizza. So you can get like a Elio's pizza, and then you get a round pizza, and you take the Elio's pizza and you do it this way, and you cut your round pizza in half and put your little sides, and it's a little heart. It looks like a little heart. Sure does. You can cut the Elio's pizza into a square, and then you have a heart. Yeah, just something cute, whatever. So little things like that. A homemade dessert, like what I'm making, or make your own chocolate covered strawberries if you're into that. Okay, you can have a movie night. Often, like I said, because I don't really go anywhere or anything. I don't have time for that, but I will watch a good movie. Whenever my husband is a horror picture person. That's all he ever wants to watch, So it's like, so I watch some of them. Some of them are just like, really, how many times can you watch a college co-ed go up into the woods knowing full well she's getting chopped up? Okay. So yeah, but hey, you do those things. And then sometimes he will come down to reality and actually watch something good. So we do that too. And it's nice. It's a nice thing. And you don't have to spend a lot of money. Okay. You don't have to go to the movie theater and risk getting whatever. Okay. And spending whatever. Okay. And then like, oh, why did I spend all that money when I could have watched it on television? Everything in the movie theater eventually comes on television. Who says you got to be first at it? Watch a nostalgic movie. Bring up some memories. Like I said, pick a romantic movie, a comedy, things you can reminisce about. Make some flavored popcorn if you like popcorn. Sit and eat that. Do a DIY home theater. Turn the lights out. Watch something good. Talk about it. Whatever. You can have a coffee date. Go for a walk. Get you a cup of coffee or take the coffee in a thermos. If you have some place that, and to get your exercise, have a little picnic, when it's warm enough, when the weather is set. So different things you can do. Like I said, I come from New York City. So in New York, and it's been many years since I've been home, but in New York, you literally could go to like 42nd Street and it's so many lights and the city never sleeps. You don't have to spend a whole lot of money. You can just take a walk, go to Central Park. There's so many different things we could do and didn't cost a whole lot of money. Very fun. Go to, if they have a lot of free things, you can go to a museum. It's so many things you can do that doesn't have to break your bank and still do stuff. Hey, just even sometimes we'll sit and just listen to like old music and remember when we were here then and we heard that and whatever, or just, sing some songs, or whatever floats your boat. The point is, it does not have to be monetary all the time. I'm telling you, give it a shot, and put some money back in your pocket. These young people like a beautiful assistant and Corey, they like to play these trivia games, these games, and sometimes I'll play or whatever when I want to make that one brain cell work, so because that's all I got left at the end of my week is one brain cell, and it's like, okay, and it's like, I'm busy, but yeah. Sometimes I get competitive and I'll play these games and then wipe the floor with them, make it fun, have a little prize or something like that, breakfast in bed, have a brunch date, special things, make some, hey, you work all week long, make some waffles, some real waffles, if you have a waffle iron, or some real pancakes, something that you don't normally do, there's so many things. So just kind of veg out. Something you don't get to do, So you don't have to go to the bed and breakfast to veg out. Close your door, put on what you want to see, and have a few hours where you just woosah. I'm telling you, it'll work. And then like I said, you have museums and you go to the botanical garden or some kind of gallery, things. They have a lot of events that are free or very low cost that you can do. In the wintertime, it's kind of hard because it's cold. So you find those indoor things to entertain yourself. You don't have to spend a whole lot of money. It's about the bonding dynamic. That is what it's about. It's not really about where you are. It shouldn't be about where you are. If you're inside a closet, if you're with the person you want to be in the closet with, that should be fine. So you try something new together. Maybe I know they have these paint and sip thing. Well, you can have your own paint and sip. Sip what you want. Get yourself a little palette or something to paint with from the dollar store, whatever, and sit and draw pictures. Anything. I have, like I said, my sister likes to color. It's relaxing to her. So it's a lot of things you can come up with that you might not ordinarily do. You can go dancing right in your house. You can turn on an online free dance lesson. They got all kinds. Honey, YouTube is a university. They got everything you want on here. And you can learn some new dance steps right in your own house. You don't have to leave out and pay somebody. Take a cooking class. You know what I'm saying? Hey, watch me live together and try to follow. Or once I get my Patreon going, that's going to be one of the things that is going to happen. I'm going to have live Zoom cooking class. So things like that, something different that you haven't done before. How you celebrate Valentine's Day or any day where you're bonding with the person you care about can be on a budget. There are a lot of different ideas. I mean, this is just some, but be creative. Okay, now that's that 30 minutes. It ain't going to be ready. Watch. So let me go look. Okay, stop crying. Let's look and see. Whoa, can you guys see in the oven? No, you can't see. Let me see. Wow. Now, you would look at this cake. It looks so cute and beautiful. Let me see it. How did y'all see before? Oh, you can see now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now, I don't want to touch it because it's jiggly. Now, I'm just show you. I'm going to try to, did you see it move in the middle?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's 30 minutes. It's only done around the edges. So we're going to put it in 15-minute intervals, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. But isn't that a pretty thing? Look at that.
Yeah.
Now we're going to be very gentle. Put the timer on. 15. So now we're going at 45 minutes. Okay? So let me get back here. All right. So, yeah, like I was saying, if you want to spend a lot of money, do you, boo? But I can think of so many other things that I could be doing other than yet another plushie or another piece of candy that costs an arm and a leg or another chocolate-covered $50 strawberry. Hey, how about this? Save all that money and have a nice vacation at the end of the year. How about that? Something you could really have some memories. So, it's just thoughts. What do you guys think?
That's a good plan. Definitely.
What do you guys think? A lot of times, I know people, they're like, oh, goodness, my fiance bought this and he gave me that and blah, blah. And that's so cute and nice. You know what? But how many plushies can you have? Oh, let me not ask that question because, honey, I got people I know got plushies everywhere. Okay, but the point is, send me a virtual plushie. How about that? I'm just saying. This right here, when this cake gets where we need it to be, I'm going to tell you. Yes, I am going to step off of the plane. I'm going to indulge in a piece. Now, I don't even know because, like I said, I really can't taste much at this point because I'm just getting over being sick. But they say it smells very good. I can't really smell a whole lot. It looks very good. I know it tastes good because I just know it does, But maybe by Valentine's Day, hey, I can actually do it. But I got all these birthdays. Speaking of which, my lovely sister-in-law, which is not here, she's probably off somewhere enjoying her birthday. And if you can hear me, my sister-in-law, Teresa, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
So everybody wish Teresa happy birthday. She can rewatch this and see all of the love you guys give. Because she comes all the time. And she deserves a day where she can just celebrate herself.
Yeah.
That's what I say. That's birthday number 1, the 2nd. Then I got beautiful assistant is the 4th. Okay. Then I got the 14th, my older daughter. I'm telling you, it just never ends. And then big drink of water is what? At the end, the 23rd. Okay. I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make one big cake and I'm gonna give everybody a slice and put a candle. Yes, I am. I'm gonna get one big cake. Yes, I am, because I'm so tired of cooking cakes. I really am. I made 2 cakes in 1 week. 2 cakes in 1 week, literally. And so my younger son, because it was his birthday. Oh, I told you guys I was going to put the cake on the community. The reason why I didn't, because I didn't want to distract from letting y'all know what I was doing, in the lives. But let me see.
You talking about the last week?
Yeah, the cake I made for my son.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I
can. Bobo the Love said, "Happy birthday, sister."
Oh, that's so nice.
I'm sure she'll really appreciate it.
She will, yeah, because she's gonna rewatch it and she will appreciate it. I'm trying to see if I can. I don't know if you guys can see this. This is not the best. The picture I'm going to put on the community thing, it looks better than this. But you can kind of. Can you guys see?
Yeah, if you turn it. Yeah.
There we go.
Yep, you see.
Can everybody see?
You turn it.
This way?
Turn a little bit to the. Yeah, that way. Right there. Beautiful.
That is my younger son's birthday cake. Mr. Want Vanilla. So I came up with a combination of the frosting is a vanilla cream cheese frosting and strawberry drizzle with little strawberries on it. And the inside has real vanilla, flavoring and the cake, and strawberry streaks and drizzle inside. Boy, did they love that cake. Now I got to make the same cake for his brother who's in March. I got the little grandson. Ooh, that's the best cake ever. I'm like, I do this stuff to myself. Yes, I do.
You sure do.
But I just couldn't just get a child a plain vanilla cake. He thought he wanted vanilla cake until he had this. So yeah, he loved this cake. He really did. He really did. To the point that I never saw a piece of it. Now, mind you, 3 days prior to that, I made my husband the lemon citrus cake. I think he got like one piece of it. So they'd be all caked out. They're all running around here, climbing the walls, being hyperactive because of all of this sugar. And like I said, I really could not enjoy it. When I was sick, I will tell you, I did eat some crackers because that was pretty much all I could tolerate. I tried to eat regular food, whatever, to kind of keep my strength up. And I'm glad that I did, because I'm going to tell you, when I get sick, I'm not a chicken soup person. It just makes me feel sicker, and ginger ale and all stuff. So what I did do, I mustered up the strength and I made myself a delicious cream of curry shrimp soup. And it was good. And I ate that for a few days, and it was filling and it was good, So now I'm going to be back on the saddle again. I had my trusty tuna sandwich with some dill pickle chips on keto bread. Oh, but last night I made the biggest ever baked ziti. Yes, this baked ziti is so freaking big, so I couldn't even get it. It was hard to get in the refrigerator. I don't know what I was thinking about. I made that. I made my husband, he wanted chicken gizzards. So I made and they were the most delicious things ever. They were really, really, I could taste those. They were really good. I had a few, so I made that. I made the baked ziti, so the kids will have that for today, because I'm making the broiled salmon with a dill sauce and pasta for the show tonight. And so that'll be the adults' dinner. And that's a little bit too poshy shishi for them. So I made the ziti. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you how big this thing is. Okay, I'm gonna show you. Okay. Wow. Oh, it's heavy.
Ooh, help, dang. You got that?
I think I'm good. Look at this, y'all. You see how big this thing is? Okay, do y'all see how big? Okay, you see now across my shoulders. This thing is freaking huge. Do you know how inexpensive this was? This big giant thing, and they'll be eating baked ziti, and they won't ask for baked ziti anymore for a long time. I used the Wagyu burger. The Wagyu burger, that I told you about. They had it on sale. This big thing, this whole thing right here cost me maybe $30. And that's with the cheeses and all the stuff that I put in it. Because I did that for the Love Rhythm recipe, you know, the baked ziti. And you guys should watch that because it's a good low carb recipe. But I didn't make this much. But my goodness, I didn't know I could get this much. And it was only like one box of the ziti noodles, 2 squares, so 2 pounds of the hamburger, 1 pound, a half a pound of the sweet Italian sausage, and then my different cheeses. And it's about $30 for 7 of us.
How much sauce did you have to use for that?
2.5 bottles. That was it, 2.5 bottles. So okay, so I was busy, to say the least. Cooking. So they have that. And then I did my little strawberries. Oh, so this is what happens, right? So this is going to be the garnish. So this is what I'm going to do. These here, little strawberries here. And I'm going to cover them like chocolate covered strawberries. I have to dry them out. So I'm going to let them sit out so they can get dry because I washed them really nicely. And they're in the refrigerator, so a little bit of condensation, but I'm keeping them like this, and I'm going to garnish the cake with this. But that's not all. So when we slice the cake and put it on the plate, it's going to be laying in a drizzle of strawberry sauce with this, the chocolate covered strawberry. See, this is where romance stuff come in. And then you put just a little bit of whipped cream. Tell me that ain't good. Okay. Tell me that ain't good. For the very low price of $15. Not $55. Not $155. $15. So you do this. See, this is what I'm going to do. You do this. Then I'm going to archives of the music. Okay. I'm going to have a nice little playlist or whatever. Write some little mushy stuff. Bang. $15 Valentine's. Hold you all year long. There you go. Let me put this over here. I'll put a little paper towel over it so I can make sure they dry. Yeah, because they got a little condensation on it. And you have to make sure they're dry before you dip them. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my little chocolate in here. Because see, these little squares right here, this stuff right here, it's the dipping stuff, and you don't want to overheat it. You just slightly melt it. They say you can put it in the microwave at half power on your defrost setting for about 30 seconds and just let it kind of melt because you want to dip your strawberry in it. You can do the whole strawberry, just half of it, whatever you want to do. And put it in the refrigerator and it hardens. So it's pretty cool. I'll get that over there. I forgot to put my sour cream back in the refrigerator.
So I'm curious, the darker the chocolate, is it more bitter?
Huh?
Is darker chocolate more bitter?
Dark chocolate, okay. There are different levels of dark chocolate. So the darker the chocolate, yeah, it is bitter. I like dark chocolate, but I like it when I sweeten it just a little. I don't want my chocolate to be sickly sweet. The dynamic of the cake and the dark chocolate and the sweetness of the strawberry, like I said, it's an experience. It's a chocolate lover's dream. It's a dream for those who are not that tough into chocolate. It will, put it this way, if you have chocolate cravings and you eat this, it will satisfy for a very long time. Trust me. The memory of it will be implanted in your brain. And you won't want any more chocolate after this for a while. But when you do, know that dark chocolate is good for you. And you can have a little indulgence. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean to eat the whole cake. This is what I'm trying to tell people. Don't eat it all. Just eat a little bit. And if you can't control yourself, just look at the picture. How about that? So I need to get my coffee back on this heater because it's getting cold. I forgot. So now we're at 1 minute, 18 seconds and see where we are. So that'll be 45 minutes. I can guarantee you ain't ready yet. I timed 1 hour, 15 minutes. Yes, I did. So also, I didn't show you guys this. So you're going to make a beautiful glaze for your cake. When this cake comes out, you want to let the cake, you're going to put a piece of foil over the top of the cake and close it. And you're going to let it kind of steam through. That's going to give you that moistness and that gooey, ooey, yummy, yummy. When it cools down, you're going to take it and you want to get this right here. This creamy dark chocolate fudge. You take this, you put it in a microwave safe bowl or whatever. I like to put mine in my measuring cup because it has a spout. And I do about half of this. I did a half of this for one cake. And you melt it down, but you don't make it water. You melt it where you can just kind of drizzle it over. So you go back and forth, all around your cake, and you just turn your cake and drizzle. And you have drizzles coming all the way down and all across. Okay, let's check it out. Okay. Let's see if we're doing a jiggly puff still. It's jiggling just a tiny bit in the center here. Just a tiny bit in the center. And that's where all of your chocolate sauce is. Okay. But doing very well on the outside. I'm giving another 15. Okay. So as I was saying, so you take this and you drizzle it all over your cake till the cake is coated. You don't want to spread it. Then when the sides of it, the drizzle, you take a knife and you just kind of go around like you're spreading it around the base of the cake, but you leave the drizzle on top. Then you take some of these, as many as you want. I did maybe about 10. I took them, and with the remainder of the frosting I had in here, in my cup, because I only use half. In my measuring cup, I use half of this. I put maybe 10 of these in it, and I melted them down in there with the frosting and mixed it together. Now, mind you, this kind of hardens up. So you got to pour it really fast, and then you drizzle that on top. And you get the prettiest look, because then you have the dynamic of the softness of the glaze. And then you have where the Ghirardelli dark chocolate has hardened a little bit on top of it, on top of your drizzle. You'll see, I'm gonna show you. And then you garnish with your strawberries. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna dip my strawberries. I'm gonna dry them off. I'm gonna dip my strawberries so they can sit in the refrigerator. They need to sit in there for about 10 minutes so they can get hard and congeal. Okay, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. This will be my first time using this stuff. My husband comes in here, opens it up, and starts eating it. I said, "This is not candy." And I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "It looked like candy to me." I'm like, so this is what it looks like, y'all. It is cute. And see, I would eat these because I like dark chocolate. So I'd take a couple of these and eat them, but that's not what you're supposed to do. So I'm going to put in here just a handful. Yeah, let's say 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm putting about 20. I'm putting about 30 of these in here, maybe 35, because I have a lot of strawberries and I want to dip maybe 40. How about that? Okay, so the bowl is about this big, and I'm putting that much because I have to dip. I don't want to cover them. I just want to dip. I just want to do a little dip. And I'm going to close this back up. I guess I'm going to close it back up. Some of these things are so hard to close back up. They're annoying. Okay. So let's see. What does it say? It says for me to put this in here at half power. Maybe I'll try to defrost. I'm going to do the defrost setting because I'm not supposed to let this cook. I'm supposed to just let it soften. It says half power or defrost setting for 30 seconds. Then stir thoroughly. If not completely melted, continue to microwave in 15-second intervals. Oh, why does it have to be so hard? Oh, goodness gracious. So, you put it in here on defrost to see. 30 seconds, right? Does my defrost do 30 seconds?
No. The frost is just the frost. So you just click the button. And
no, you do press the button.
Well, you hit, like, that's like pounds.
Huh.
And then when you hit start, it'll beep when it's close to defrosted anyway.
Okay, well, I'm going to do 2.
Okay.
And see what happens.
Yeah, like 15 minutes on it.
No, because I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it. Oh, why did I do that? I'm a nut bucket. Didn't I tell you guys I need to dry the strawberries first? What's the point of having melted chocolate and the strawberries are wet? Go figure.
Right off.
Yeah. So let me dry my strawberries. Because they say they need to be dry. And they are a little damp. I washed them thoroughly and I put them in the refrigerator damp. But I put the freezer bag over it, and it gave it some condensation. So we don't want to mess up the process. Because the fact that I was able to get some strawberries that look halfway decent, I'm in shock. And as cold as it is. Okay, so. I read somewhere, guys, that strawberries are not really berries because they have these seeds on them, and I can't remember what they said, what family they come from, but they're not really berries.
I'm going to check.
Because they have seeds on the outside.
Interesting. That's like, technically, bananas are berries.
Huh?
That's like
Bananas
technically
are berries.
Exactly.
Which is so odd.
Okay, I'm almost done. Just making sure all the strawberry is dry.
It's called a false fruit.
It's called what?
They call them a false fruit or a pseudocarp.
Okay, so yeah, I know I read something.
Interesting.
Okay, so my strawberries are dry. I think I'm going to get another paper plate, put the dry ones on here, and then put the dip ones on a separate plate to go in the fridge. That's what I'll do. Okay, so I got the strawberry. Yes. It's the sweet one.
Whoa.
I can't sing, y'all. I tell you. I really can't sing because it's been a struggle. Let me tell you. It's been a struggle. All right. So let me get that over here. Now, let's resume the melting. And I'm going to see.
Also, the fun fact, raspberries aren't considered berries either.
Okay. Beautiful assistant said raspberries aren't considered berries either. What are they considered? Antelopes?
They call them multi-fruit because technically it's a cluster of fruits that sprout from, it says, multiple ovaries. That's what they call them.
Okay.
And so, like, raspberries have their seeds in little things called drupes, like the little pods that are around. So it's one big collection of mini fruits.
Okay, so she's saying that all the little bumps on the raspberry are like a raspberry bush. And it's a collection of mini fruits. Oh, and I sat here, ran my mouth. It did nothing. Nothing. We'll be here all day. I'm not doing this like this. Let me put this on half thing. Okay, so sensor heat. So what do I do? High power level. 50, right?
Yeah.
Come on. I'll be here all day long. I mean, it didn't even budge, y'all. The frost. Yeah. I'm going to sit right here and look at this. You know what? But I can smell this chocolate. So that means I'm getting better. I smell it.
Boy, that stuff smells so good.
Mm-hmm. Guys, tonight, when I make the salmon, I have a special drink. The drink is completely sugar-free. It's called a Jamaican, what is it? Jamaican Passion?
Jamaican Purple Rain.
It's a Jamaican Purple Rain. Oh, let me show you this. It's still
Why don't you just put it on 30 seconds?
no, because you can't let it, they said you can't let it boil. Because they'll mess with the integrity. So I got to do it in 15-minute intervals. So I'm going to show you guys this drink. You guys should come over. I'm telling you, this is going to be a hot one because we're going to be talking about the importance of romance in a relationship. And it's not going to be what you think, but it never is with me. You know this. Okay, so let me see. Because my husband came up with this. He showed it to me. He said, oh, you should make this. Have the mixologist, my mixologist make this one. And so I decided to make it healthy so I can drink it.
Yeah.
And yes. Can you see it? I can never turn this thing the right way.
But you can't really tell the color through the video.
Okay, let me see.
Kind of. I mean, you can see it. It's very pretty. But
Okay, what about now?
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
That's a piece of pineapple up there. So the drink is made with pineapple juice and cranberry juice. So I went and got the sugar-free versions. And they're only 5 calories.
Woo!
Oh, yes.
And delicious.
Can't wait. Let's see. Okay. We're melting a little bit. Just a teeny tiny. Okay, it melted some. They said to stir it, so we're going to see. I should have did this on top of the stove in a double boiler. It would have been easier. But I'm trying to take the easy route out. I think it can melt just a little bit more, but it is melting, and it smells very good. Wait a minute. Yeah, I may be able to do this. Let's see. One more time at 50. But see, if you heat it too much, it'll start bubbling, and it'll burn the chocolate. And I've never tasted burnt chocolate strawberries before, so I don't want to start now. I'm holding this spoon over the plate because it has some chocolate on it. And I don't want to waste it. Okay, let's see what we got. I think we may be cooking with gas, y'all. Yep. Okay, so now they say to dip it, right? Okay, this is what it look like, y'all. You see? Just like this. They say to dip it. Now, this feels kind of hot to me. I hope it doesn't cook this strawberry. Okay, we're going to find out. Now, they said to put this on a piece of wax paper. I haven't bought wax paper forever, so I'm going to use some parchment paper. I don't even know what to do with wax paper. What did we ever do with wax paper? Anybody know? Did we use it for something? I know I remember seeing it and having it for something. I know it wasn't to wrap a sandwich in because it wouldn't stay wrapped. What did we do with anybody? Can anybody tell me what we used to do with wax paper? I can't remember. But that's how long it's been since I've had any kind of wax paper. Anybody? Huh? No, you can't bake with wax paper. It's something that we used to do with it. I can't remember. I can't remember what we did with it.
Wrapping food, rolling dough, what you put on the counter to roll your dough. I see it says polishing. You could clean things with it.
You clean stuff. Did anybody ever clean anything with some wax paper out there? I don't know. Anyway, y'all, now look, check this out. See the strawberry. See the chocolate. I'm going to take it and I'm going to dip it. I'm holding it by, it's sliding. I'm holding it. Oh boy, this is a hot mess.
If you have any left,
okay, you see that? Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it on the wax paper like they said. And I'm going to dip all these strawberries. This is not fun, y'all.
I'll eat the rest.
Oh, you know what I'm going to get? See, I'm ignoring beautiful assistant.
Don't ignore me.
Because all she wants to do is eat everything here. And I'm not going to let her do that. Okay.
I'm just helping.
So I'm going to take it like this. How about that? How smart am I?
Ooh, yeah. That's a lot less messy.
Yeah, so I'm going to take it and try not to squeeze too hard because I'll crush the strawberry, y'all. Okay, so, and it fell in. God dog it. Oh, well, this one has extra chocolate.
Yay.
This is a hot mess. I don't like this.
Oh boy.
I'm trying to make a garnish. I don't want to cover the chocolate strawberry. I don't want to cover the strawberry. I just want a little teeny tiny bit, but this is like really messy.
I have an idea.
What's the idea? You come over here and lick it?
No.
Oh,
Wow. Feel attacked. I was gonna say, why not the back of the strawberry, like the top of the strawberry, hit it with like a toothpick and dip it in?
And well, I'm thinking it's gonna fall out. The strawberries are too heavy. I was trying to hold it by the
By the tongue.
by the piece of the the little
the
leaves that wasn't working. Okay, let me stop y'all and check again. This is making a mess. Okay, give me a second, y'all. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay. I'm trying to hurry because I don't want this stuff to get hard. Okay. Woo.
Hey.
Remember, y'all, do not bend over your oven with your glasses on. Beware.
Yes.
Because, let's see. Okay. Just a second. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, so almost there. I'm going to say, yeah, the top is almost there. I'm going to say another 5 minutes, and then I'm going to stick this in the middle. And when that comes out pretty much clean, now it's not going to come out all the way clean because all of your gooiness is in the middle. So it's going to be a little bit of stuff on there, but it's not going to be cake mix. Okay, 5 minutes. And it should be right where we need it to be. Let me finish dipping this stuff. Okay. And I'm just going to use my hand because this other method wasn't method thing. It wasn't method thing, the method thing.
Method.
Right, it wasn't method, but it's that word she said, yeah. Okay, so let me put it on here. This stuff better harden up after all this work. But this is messy. I don't like this. I had a lot of strawberries here too. Getting this stuff all on my hands. And y'all know I don't like to get mess on me. But anything for the cause. Maybe this is why they cost $50, because people have to get their hands messy. I say no. Yeah, this is not fun. Oh, it's hardening already. this is a this messy. Better turn out okay.
It's all about flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious.
No, it's about the way it look. Okay. I should have had a bigger plate. Because I really need them to be as far apart as they can be. So I want the chocolate to stay on it. But I can see once you get in the refrigerator, it's going to solidify pretty well. Got one more, y'all. I got too much chocolate in here too. Okay, this one want to do the electric slide. Okay, so I got all of them in here, and I'm gonna put them in the refrigerator. I'm gonna wash this chocolate off my hands. I'm gonna get it everywhere. Okay, so wash my hands off, wipe my hands off. What I'm gonna do with the rest of this, right? I told you guys that I can mix this with the chocolate, with the frosting. I'm going to show you how to melt the frosting because this cake needs to sit and cool off because you don't want to put it on there too hot. If you put it straight out the oven, then that frosting will literally, the frosting will, what is this on my wall? Okay. The frosting will just turn into liquid and it'll absorb into the cake and you want it to sit on the cake. And let me stop running my mouth. Look at this, y'all. See, do you see?
Yes.
This is your $50 strawberry right there. I'm just saying. So I'm supposed to put it in the refrigerator, but it must be kind of chilly in here because it's already getting hard. I'm gonna stick it in the refrigerator. They say 5 to 10 minutes. Yep. Okay. So let me get the frosting. So you don't even have to put this frosting. You don't even have to put this frosting inside anything. This is plastic. You can take this and just take the label off. And the label, it's got nothing, no metal on it or anything, but I just take the label off. Now I have about half left. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in here and I'm going to melt it. And then I'm going to show you how you just, drizzling is not hard. You're going to take, your cake is going to be there and you're just going to drizzle. Just back and forth, drizzle, back and forth. You can do it in circular motions and it'll start cascading down the sides. Okay. My advice when you're doing your drizzle is to put it on a piece of foil. That way you can move the foil out of the way. Pieces of foil around the perimeter of the cake. So say, for instance, this is the cake. You're going to put your pieces of foil around the perimeter and the excess frosting, you take that and you're going to frost that around with a knife. Just a second. I keep losing my oven mitt. So let's take a look.
Turn off the thingy.
I think it's ready. It's so cute. So I'm going to stick this in. Let me turn you around so you can get a full view of the beauty. Okay, you see that? Now I'm going to take this. Let me pull it out. And you're going to go right in the center of the cake. In the center. And you're going to take this. You're going to go all the way down till you hit the pan. Take it out. Now, you see this? It has a little chocolate on it, a couple of little crumbs. If this came out and it was covered, that meant it wasn't done. But because it came out and it's fairly clean, remember you have like a soft center, somewhat soft center. This is done. That's how you tell if your cake is done. And that's any cake. So let me get this out. Let me get another pot holder. and one of these. Okay, so look at that. You see this cake?
Beautiful.
Look how beautiful that is. Now you see that top that has risen up there? That is filled with all the loveliness that when you cut in, child, let me tell you. So now you take this beautiful cake, you put it over here. Let me get the foil out. Close that up. And what I want you to do is get a piece of foil. Be careful. I don't want you to burn your fingers.
Cosmic King said I need it.
You know they need ice water in certain places too, but we okay, so I'm gonna take a piece of foil, y'all, and I'm just gonna lightly tint it over here. Because this is hot, and I usually will put it a little tighter because I don't want any air to get to it. I want it to kind of sweat a little as it's cooling. So I'm gonna put this other piece of foil on top of it. So it's gonna cool. You don't have to let it cool all the way. I would say I would let it sit for probably 20 minutes. I would let it sit because it'll be cool enough to do the drizzle. 20, 30 minutes, cool enough to do the drizzle. So, of course, through the magic of television, I'm not going to make you wait. Okay, I'm going to show you this little trick with the frosting, and then I'm going to garnish a cake I already have done. Ain't I nice? See there? So, let me put this in here in the microwave. So, I'm going to put it on 1 minute, but I'm going to watch it. And this is what you can do. You can do this with any cake. I don't really care for a whole lot of frosting. By now, you should know me. I like for my things to have a coat or cover, but I like to be able to taste the integrity of what it's covering. Now, in my house, they just sit there and eat the frosting, with the exception of tall drink of water. He's on my side with that. Okay, so let me stir this because I don't want this last little bit to go bad, to get hard, rather. Okay, and clean up all this mess here. All righty. So I'm watching it. Don't worry. Trying to do two things at one time. Okay, let's see where we're at. So, okay, see, just that little bit of time. That wasn't even a full minute. I still got 26 seconds left. And it's soft enough. And you can do this. This is so easy. When you don't want to have to put a whole lot of frosting, this is what you do. Now, if you look at here, again, you want it to be just like that. So, you take it, you stir it. You take your cake. Now, you know what your cake looks like, right? You're going to take this and you're just going to let it drizzle back and forth. And what will happen, if you start in the center, and you can actually start in the center and just pour that whole thing in the center like that, it will start to cascade over the sides. Like I said, you want to put some foil around the sides. So there's little strips around the sides. It will catch that. As it starts to cool, you take what's on the foil and you take a little butter knife, like this, or a metal butter knife, and you just kind of smooth that frosting that's on the foil around the sides. Don't touch the top that you drizzle. Don't touch any of the drizzle. That's just to fully coat the sides. That's it. Or you don't have to. It depends on how much you want. Okay, now I melted this. It's not ready to be used yet, but see, it's melted. It will congeal, and then I can melt it again when the cake is ready. So now I'm going to bring my already done cake in here. I'm going to put my strawberries around it to garnish, because remember, we got to wait. It's been there about 5 minutes now. So I'm going to wait 5 minutes. I'm going to take those strawberries out. I'm going to garnish the finished product. We're going to cut it and put it on a piece of plate. On a plate. And then I'm going to let my Valentine taste it. How about that? And see what he got now. See, it's really not fair because if it's sugar, he gonna love it. But he's been lusting after this cake since I made it 4 o'clock. So somebody didn't eat. Okay, so let me. Excuse me, y'all. I want to go get the cake. Okay. Dun 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 dun. I gotta put the strawberries on, and then you'll see the finished product. Okay. I hope I ain't messing my cake up. This little glass thing is real cute. Well, honey, let me tell you, this little thing, I didn't hold much of anything, so you have to be very careful. Oh, I only got a little bit of chocolate on the side. That's because beautiful assistant moved and it probably moved the top. Oh, you know I gotta blame somebody. Okay, but I don't know if you guys can see. Okay, this is what I'm talking. You see how? You see that? You see that? And so all around the sides, I took that extra frosting and I just kind of put it around the sides there. See that? Okay. Let me go check on the strawberries. What do you guys think? Hit me with some thumbs or something or whatever. You think you can do this? I know you can. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah. Okay. All righty, y'all. Let's see what we can see. I didn't got them in there stuck together. Stuck them together. This is why you need to have more space, y'all, because I done stuck them together. Let's see how I'm gonna do this. Okay. Note to self: don't y'all make sure that you space your strawberries apart, because if you don't, what will happen is they'll get stuck together, and you don't want that. But they definitely are chocolate covered strawberries. Yes, they are. Woo-hoo. And I'm putting them on here, just like that. That's a big one. That's a big one right there. Why are you so excited?
Because I'm getting rid of peas.
They did not hear what I said, right?
Okay, I mean, you can have the first piece.
They did not hear what I said. Who did I said was giving it? I was giving this to.
Hey, you know what? My birthday's coming up.
Okay, I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's your life.
Yes, that was given to me by mother. Okay, that's your life. Don't do like that. You can't do that.
Okay, so put one over here. Okay, right there. Because you know this got to be a Kodak moment, y'all. Let's see. These things are really hard. Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Come on, y'all. You know, sit up here and don't act flicked. Okay. I think I'm a strawberry y'all enough. Hey, you don't want to stay. He said, no. He said, you're not getting another one of these up here. So let's see. I'm going to put one up here whether you like it or not, Cake.
You don't get to choose.
I pity the fool.
It's so funny. Yes.
Okay, don't move. Stay put. I'm going to put a little drizzle around. Okay. Look, y'all. I guess I'm not going to put a drizzle. Look at this. That thing gets hard quick. Okay, let me just put a little drizzle of this chocolate on here.
Good thing that didn't harden.
No, it doesn't harden as fast. And I'm just being a little extra here. But you don't have to do all this. But you see, I just wanted to show you guys how you can see. I should have did this. I'm just putting a little extra on here, but you see how I'm trying not to get it all over the place, but you just kind of drizzle, and I'm gonna have to stop it because it's going to drizzle down the side, and I don't want to do that. And that's how easy it is for it to drizzle. Okay. All right. Because I got a lot of chocolate on here.
Ooh, that looks so good.
And so I'm just going to do this and like that. Yes. Okay. That's real cute. Okay. Anybody want these?
Yes.
Good grief. You don't even know what I'm offering.
If it's over there, it's delicious. So
Here.
thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Let me let y'all see the finished product, I guess. Let me see. And then, so this is what you got for the love of your life. Look at that. Is that not the cutest thing ever? Do you know how much you pay for this in a bakery? More than you want to pay. This will not, isn't that that's a beautiful thing. Okay. Easy as pie, y'all. My 8-year-old can make this for real. But you will look like you done some stuff. Okay. And you really have, because you have stepped this up to a whole different level. Now I'm going to cut it and serve it. Show you what it is. How does it taste? How does that taste?
Excellent.
Okay, so let's see what Johnny folks get. Okay.
Denise said, that looks so good. Makes me want to be bad and get some chocolate myself.
Listen, just a teeny tiny piece, because you know we doing our thing, Janice. Okay, I'm with you. We doing that. So I'm gonna taste a little piece. I let them be bad. How about that? But you know what?
I'll be bad for you.
Just know dark chocolate in amounts that are acceptable is actually healthy for you. A little piece of dark chocolate ain't gonna hurt you. So a little piece of cake, if you can stand it, you know what I'm saying? If you can't stand it, don't even go there. Okay. I'm not gonna promote anybody to do something bad, but you know, you got to give everybody what they want, and
I will do it for you.
see, they're gonna do it for us. So we're gonna stand tough, Janice. Okay, here we're gonna do a fist pump, virtual fist pump. Okay.
She's speaking for herself.
Okay.
She does not speak for me.
What does that mean?
If she's gonna be bad, she's gonna be bad by herself.
Oh, okay. So Corey said that beautiful assistant gonna be bad by herself.
That's all good. I'll be his too.
Okay, he said that he ain't rolling like that. He said he thank you,
I'm
Janice.
gonna take your cake for you then. I'm gonna serve by your table.
Corey said he's with us, Janice.
Ah.
He said beautiful assistant don't speak for him.
Let's see who got a plate after this is all cut up.
Okay, so let's see how pretty we really can make this. So let me get the strawberry stuff. Where's that? Oh yeah. So I got some of this. I tell you, they had all this Smucker stuff on sale. So I got the strawberry sauce, right? And you know, this stuff comes in sugar-free. You just have to, look for it. All the stuff comes in sugar-free. So it makes you feel a little bit better, to indulge. Okay, so let me see how nice I can make it look. Okay, so I got a little drizzle on here. Let's see what happens when we cut this thing. I'm going to take one of these strawberries off, put it on the side just like that. And I'm going to cut into this. I hope it cut okay. Because I've never made this kind of cake before. This was something in my mind.
This was experimental.
Right. I tell you, this show has y'all got this. I done got brought a whole cookbook with y'all. For real. Okay. Alrighty. Now let me clean the knife before I take it out. Let me take it off. I made this one at 4 something this morning.
Oh, Janice said, I've been looking for a lot of reduced sugar and sugar-free options lately. They're definitely out there.
Oh, they out there. Trust me, they try to hide stuff from us and make us think. I think they hide it from you because they want you
to be bad.
I really do think so. But you know what? Let me get it on here. Okay. Trying to be beautiful. A little bit of strawberry. Okay. Put that on here. Okay. Oh, it's so pretty on the inside. I forgot to take the picture of it, y'all. Okay. So, Janice, we're going to do some 0 sugar whipped cream. How about that? Okay. Okay. Call my husband. So I'm gonna let him taste it. Let's see. Okay, let me see where I want to hit this at. I don't even know if I want to put no whipped cream. What do y'all think? I don't know if I want to put whipped cream on here. Maybe I'll let him. This is just too pretty to cover with some whipped cream. Look at that. Tell me you wouldn't want to see this for Valentine's Day. Y'all see this? That's a thing of beauty. That is a thing of beauty. Look at that. Wow. No whipped cream needed, right? If he want to put his own whipped cream on there, he could do that, right? Exactly. I'm going to let him choose because I don't want no whipped cream if I could. Look at that. Tell me you need to go to some bakery. You don't need to go to no bakery.
Follow this recipe. It's better than a bakery.
Follow this recipe. And y'all got to admit, if y'all thought it was easy, give me some hearts. Okay? Because this is easy as I don't know what. Look at that. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. You can see all of that chocolate. Just, yeah. This will do it for you. Look at that. Hey, if you're going to be bad, you might as well be bad and be good. Ooh. Look at that. Yes, that is a thing of beauty.
You take it too long. I might need to put that one.
You can't have it. He has to taste it. My husband has been trying to taste this cake since this morning when I made it, right? I had to hide the cake because I knew if I went away, some little fingers or something was going to be. But you see what I'm saying about the drizzle on the side there, how pretty that is? That is really pretty. Look at that.
Oh my. It just looks so good.
Yeah. See, I know how to make desserts, y'all. I'm going to make some banana pudding one day, too.
Yes.
Oh, God. Why did I say that? This presentation. Oh, Janice, girl, let me tell you. Yeah, I'm a chocolate. I like dark chocolate. If I eat, like I said, I'm not a big sweet eater. I have my moments when I want something sweet. But I tell you, as far as chocolate is concerned, dark chocolate is my thing.
Did somebody say banana pudding?
No, but this is my Valentine's Day tribute to you. Here.
Oh,
so
whoa, that looks beautiful, honey.
You can put whipped cream on if you want to, but
we got whipped cream?
Yeah.
Oh,
taste it first. The team decided you should taste it plain first and see what you say.
Oh man, team love
I'm telling you, Janice.
Wow.
Okay, taste it. Tell me what you think.
Oh man. Of Corey, go find somebody so I can smack him.
He's over here having a chocolate overload, y'all. He didn't put any whipped cream. What you think? What do you think, honey?
That's delicious. That's delicious.
I don't think
No kids outside. Oh man,
It's a nut bucket. Okay, I'm gonna let beautiful assistant and them taste it too. Okay, they've been sitting here. You know, I tell you,
that's good.
it's good.
That's
Is
good.
it moist?
It's moist.
You know I love chocolate.
Okay. Yeah, get a camera and take this. It cut so nicely, y'all. Look how nice it cut. Look how nice that cut. That is real. I'm proud of that. Yes. You guys, I'm telling you, you will floor people with this.
This ain't fat free, is it?
Oh no, this is all the fat this is all the fat you ever wanted in life.
Thank you very much. Oh man.
This is doing up Valentine's Day the right way. Beautiful, beautiful cake. Cost me a little less than $15 to do all this.
Hey. Can't beat that with a stick.
Okay, so.
Don't tell kids about it.
Nope.
Oh no. It's gonna be gone.
Okay, I need to put this on there. Drizzle.
That's good.
And take your strawberry. Put it on the side. And your piece of cake.
Yeah.
Right direction. Okay.
I think I'm gonna hang around here and guard this cake.
I got another one coming.
Another one.
Yeah. Another one.
Another one.
Okay, 4. All right. Beautiful assistant. There's whipped cream if you want it. Try it. Yours is coming. Okay, get in front of the camera. Try it.
Yay. I love chocolate cake, first of all.
Okay, that's not a good testimonial. That means you like any chocolate cake.
Because it has to taste a certain. Oh my god.
And a strawberry.
Yeah, how does that? Do you taste the strawberry?
Oh my god. I can't eat. It's so good. There's so many layers of flavor. Oh my god.
Wow.
It's sweet. See, now here's what I will say. I like chocolate cake, but I'm not the biggest fan of dark chocolate because it's usually bitter. This is delicious. It's sweet, but it's not overly sweet.
No.
It's delicious.
Hey, Corey.
It's delicious.
Oh, I definitely down.
And it's so moist. I didn't say anything about that. It's so moist.
It's very moist.
So moist and soft.
Yeah, show them with your fork. Show them, press
This
it.
one here you just made, baby?
No, that's the one I made.
Look at that. It's almost like
Oh, really?
spongy. It
Yeah,
just
the other
bounces
one-
I
back.
know you made
so
another
hot.
cake
Yeah,
last night.
Yeah, that's
It's
the one I
delicious.
made.
And as you can see, this thing just looks
Uh,
beautiful.
Now press it. Let them see how
I did.
soft. You see that?
It fluffs right back up.
Can I just have another little piece? Man.
Y'all look at it.
Please.
That's the husband's plate. You see?
More pop sausages, Mom. Please. That's good.
So what you think?
It's so, and you find a way to make it so light.
And
It is moist.
And that is what happens when you beat your mixture. When you separate your ingredients.
Don't drop that cake.
I'm not gonna drop the cake. When you separate your ingredients, y'all, this is why you separate the ingredients. That very reason there. What he just said is the reason why you separate your ingredients. And you beat them separately, you bring them together, you get those lumps out of that cake mix, you mix it, you do, if you follow exactly what I said,
Thank you.
I am telling you, you'll be selling these freaking cakes. Huh, that's an idea.
Don't give me no idea.
Maybe I should sell them for Valentine's Day. The budget Valentine's cake. How about that? Huh? How about that?
Never know it was worth it.
No, I'll sell the lessons. What you said? Denise, no, you will not buy 5 of them. I'll make you a cupcake. How about that? A little cupcake. You don't need to buy 5. We gonna stay the course. We gonna have a cupcake.
Don't worry, Janice. I'm gonna get you a ticket to come up here. Come up here and join us.
Didn't he say he's gonna stay the course too? What you doing?
Oh yeah! Wow!
Hold on now. This is different.
Oh, wait a minute. Corey just jumped shift, Denise. He's eating cake, Denise. Oh my goodness. Well, there you have it, guys. Okay. He getting caught. Yep, right. I'm child all day long. That's all that goes on around here. I tell you, all day long. Oh, Janice, if you come tonight to the Love Rhythm recipe, the salmon and the pasta that I'm cooking the other pasta, the spaghetti one for the low carb. So this is Decadent, but this is straight up low carb and keto. So this will be great for you. Very romantic dish, easy to make, probably about less than 30 minutes. Got a hack for this too. You will love the recipe. Come on and see that, because I know that you're interested in eating healthy, but you can eat healthy and love it. Okay, so do that, and for all the rest of you all, definitely. So, like I said, there you have it. There's a budget way to make my husband hasn't stopped licking his chops. Okay, 2 pieces. We haven't been here 5 minutes. In any case, I know that you too can make this cake. You can make, I showed you how simple it is. Just follow the process. Take your time. Be gentle with your food, and your food will be good to you. Trust me. Okay. If you like this live, hey, you know what you need to do. Hit that like button. If you're new to this channel, I implore you, explore my whole channel. I got a lot of stuff that you'll love. I'm coming up with some new stuff. And if you have any comments or any suggestions, hey, I'm open for sure, because I like to know what my family wants. That's how I roll. Okay. Don't forget to turn on your notification buttons so you'll always know when I'm coming at you with either a video or, well, I'm going to be here on the lives. I wasn't here last week because of my child's birthday. I'm here, sick or well. I'm going to be here for you because you're here for me. And like I said, if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe. And as always, you know what I wish you. I wish you love, peace, and what? Some great weekend eats. I'm going to see y'all next week. I hope you guys come over at 6:00 so you can see this good food and hear about some good relationship information about the importance of having romance in your relationship. I love you guys. Thank you so much for spending some time with me and making me feel good. I'll see y'all next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Time enough.
No more cake. Gosh.
We'll get it when she's not looking.